Well, it's been a couple of years since I have done a vintage computer video, but I just happened to pick this up at a tag sale. Well, it was more of a estate sale. Looks like the guy was an old engineer or something from the books he had. A lot of stuff even way, way beyond my level of knowledge. Up at his barn, found this Radio Shack, let's see if we can get down there, TSR-80 Model 16. I've never seen one of these before, and from the reading I did on Wikipedia about it, there's a good reason for that. This wasn't a personal computer. This when it came out in 1982, it was retailing for about $6,500 in 1982 money. I'm guessing that'd probably be like $18,000 or so in today money, 2018. What they would do with these guys is this one is an upgraded model from the original TSR-80, I think they said, and had some sort of second processor, and there's 6 megahertz. Apparently that was really impressive back then. So what they would do with this one, this would be the master unit, and they plug up to 10 dumb terminals into this thing and share that massive 6 megahertz of processing power. Keyboard looks kind of more like, it reminds me more of like a typewriter type keyboard than with a layout than a modern PC keyboard. This looking at the owner's manual, thankfully we have this because I've never used one of these before and have no idea what it's supposed to do. I haven't even attempted to turn it on yet. Make it a surprise. Like our last PC discovery though, it does come with discs for the system. I took a look at the disc already. It looks like it's in pretty good shape. But these are really old. Most of the discs that I found looking in the pile here, got some more 8-inch floppies here. Yeah, I got these really filthy software titles here. We got I haven't really gone through those yet, but thankfully this was here. This is the one that's going to make the computer load from what if it does load. From what I read on the Wikipedia about these, they didn't have like a boot up system or a ROM or anything like that. To save system memory, they made everything run on disk. So I don't think this thing is going to do too much if this disk here is broken. These 8-inch floppies, I've never actually seen one before, despite the fact that I do a lot with vintage computing. I remember hearing about them when I was in school back. If you watched my last video, I used to play around with IBM PCs a lot, and my teacher, Mr. Kusa, great guy. He would tell us, because we'd make fun of the IBM PC, saying they're all, that's nothing, you just see the 8-inch floppy disks, and that's what these guys are here. These are single-sided. I hear they made a 1 megabyte version of these. These being single-sided, they're most likely the 500 kilobyte version. This computer did not come with a power cord, but it looks like it takes a standard, computer power cord, nothing special there. So, yeah, here goes nothing. Let's plug it in and see if we can get it to do something. I did read the owner's manual earlier, and it said to let it boot up entirely before you put the disk in, which is different than you do with like an IBM PC where you put the disk in first so it could boot off of it. So I'm just following the instructions here. I'm going to plug it in and I'll be right back. Okay, it's plugged in. Looks like the power switch here, reset switch here, so let's see what happens. Well, it's making noise. That's I guess it's supposed to. Holy crap! It says I don't know if you read it. It says insert diskette. Wow, this reminds me of being in the 70s, and I wasn't even born yet. Okay, well, it's asking for a disk, so let's and it looks like it's making a red light on this drive, so. Let's thankfully, before they put this in the storage and put these packing things in, this might be the only saving grace. So, hey, at least it turns on. That's a good sign. Yeah, look at that. 8-inch floppy disk. Model 16 system, Tri-DOS 2, Tri-DOS 16 4.1. Oh, man. These things were sensitive depending on, I think, if it was an IBM, you put the label up towards the notch. Let's see if I do this right. Oh boy. Ooh, that does not sound good. Ooh. I don't know if it's supposed to sound like that. I've never worked with an 8-inch floppy before. It sounds like it's eating that disc. Maybe I hit a key or something. Actually, no, maybe this keyboard doesn't even work. Considering, you know, I'm hitting keys and the nothing's happening here. Maybe the lights aren't coming on. It's got a little plug here. Yeah, so maybe this keyboard doesn't work. That's kind of a bummer. Oh man. Well, let me play around a little bit and see if I can get to do something. I'll be right back. Well, I've been playing around with this thing for about an hour now. Not really much progress. I did clear up. I took out the cards inside the computer and I reseated them, and I got it on this insert disk screen, but I don't know. It just seems like it's not really doing anything. So. Also, it looks like it may have eaten, I don't know if you can see it, it looks like it ate a hole through our tri-DOS disc here. Yeah, I'm going to have to call this one, done day. I really can't do anything more on this. Gonna clean it up a little bit, put it up for sale on eBay, I guess. Guys, if you want to post any comments or if you know more about this than I do, just leave a comment, okay? Bye.